When you enable your faction flag in Albion Online, the faction master will offer you contracts to transport merchandise to a distant smuggler. To complete these contracts successfully, you must make it all the way to the smuggler with your merchandise, and then make it all the way back to your faction master in one piece. Being knocked down or killed by enemy faction members causes you to lose the merchandise and fail the mission. In exchange for this risk, trade missions offer valuable city hearts as a reward if you succeed. To accept a trade mission, enable your faction flag and then click the faction master again. Click the Trade Missions tab of the interface to see the available trade mission contracts. The contracts are grouped together based on the type of city heart resources you will receive should you succeed in your mission. For example, Shadow Hearts are the city heart of Caerleon, so all contracts that offer Shadow Hearts as a reward are grouped together under the Caerleon group, and the destinations for these contracts will be in the direction of Caerleon from your city. For each type of city heart available, 3 contracts are available. The more valuable a contract's reward is, the more it costs you to accept the contract, and the heavier is the cargo you must carry. Make sure you bring a sturdy mount with you when you go to accept a trade mission. The cargo you will be carrying is very heavy, and if the weight of the cargo would cause you to exceed 100% weight, you cannot accept the mission. As soon as you click Accept, the cargo is transferred to your inventory. A cargo icon circles around your character so everyone can see that you're carrying faction cargo. The number of icons increases for more valuable contracts. Members of enemy factions can earn city hearts just for defeating you while you're carrying the cargo. They earn more city hearts if you're carrying heavier cargo, so these icons are kind of like a dinner bell for them. Head out of the city and towards the destination region. If you disable your faction flag or drop your cargo at any time, on the way to the destination or on the way back, the mission fails and you won't receive any reward at all. However, you do have the option to salvage your cargo to recover a portion of your original investment. The mission description tells you the names of the regions where you can deliver the cargo. You can take the cargo to any destination listed in the description. At any time, you can click your destination region on the world map to see a region map. The yellow question mark on the region map shows you where the smuggler can be found. When you reach the smuggler will exchange your cargo for the cargo that is to be returned to your city. You will also receive a temporary invisibility buff to help you get away from the smuggler's camp without being seen by members of enemy factions. Make use of the buff and leave the area as quickly as you can. If you make it back to your city with the return cargo, speak to your faction master to receive your reward. The amount of time it takes to complete a transport mission means you're going to be vulnerable to enemy attacks for a while. You need to stay mounted and keep moving the entire time, because if you lose your transport mount, you may not be able to move at all due to the weight of your cargo. Try to avoid encountering enemy faction members in any way you can. For example, you might consider staying off the roads. You should also watch the minimap in case there are large groups of enemy faction members nearby. These would appear as shaded circles on the minimap. The color of the shading tells you which faction's members are in the group. It's also a good idea to choose a mount that can carry the heavy payload while increasing your odds of survival. For example, a spectral dire boar can carry a load up to a medium contract, is faster than a grizzly bear, and its special ability lets you vanish into thin air for 5 seconds without ever stopping. Another good tactic is to group up with other members of your faction who are going to the same destination. There's more safety in numbers, and if you are attacked, you might not have to ride faster than your attackers, only faster than your associates on the road. Members of any faction except Caerleon can use the faction or faction local channels to organize a convoy. With a strong enough force, you can ram that cargo right down your enemy's throat. Let us know in the comments below whether you found this series of guides helpful and what topics you'd like us to cover next.